Hello chat? Question mark? Yes. Hello chat, and welcome to What Remains of Edith Finch. This is an indie game developed by Annapurna, I believe. And welcome.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm just gonna start at the beginning with the house.
The graphics is crazy.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Look at that water. Jeez.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Can I go this way? Looks like I can. What is down here? I don't think this is where we're supposed to go. But we can go down here, that's nice. Hello?
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Hoof prints. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Hi.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
Milton Finch.
But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
The house.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Wonder what this unlocks. This key.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Milton Finch again, huh?
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Maybe over here? Garage? Oh, garage door maybe. Oh, I guess we'll just go in through here, I guess.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Yeah, I bet. Unicorn spray paint. Huh. Potting mix.
The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Ooh, wine. Fun.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Yeah.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
You. What's that noise?
Or how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
I bet.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Seeing critically. Labyrinths. Labyrinths? Yeah, labyrinths. Jabberwocky. The Spirit Among Us. Swedish folk tales, the Norse myths. In awe. Gross.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Something's weird. No, I don't need to hear that again. Oh, that is big. What is that? Like, I'd say it's a viola or violin, but it is far too big to be either. Because you got the chin rest, which means you're supposed to set it on your chin. Like, what? Is one of your family a giant? Oh, that's a lot of pictures. And books.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Oh. Huh. Interesting.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
What happened the last night?
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Why would Bo Seal up all the bedrooms. Hey, what's up? Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with.
She was 10.
If she hadn't died in 1947.
She was 10, 37 to 47. Okay.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Huh.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Oh.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Jump ropes.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
I bet.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
One second.
December 13th,
1947.
1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Gross.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
But hungry. Hey, gubbers.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Good? Let's not eat Christopher today. Foggy night, huh?
I kept eating and eating.
No. Ew.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Is that real or plastic? Bird.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
Whoa.
I was a cat.
This wild.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Where do I jump from here? To the ladder, I assume. I'll get you, birdie. Where to jump?
I jumped and I almost got her.
I want to eat you.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in a big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl.
Whoa.
First,
Okay.
all I heard was the wind.
Oh.
Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
That's a bun. Where is it?
Rabbits.
Mine! Haha! Suck it, you
Imagine
rabbit.
his face looking up and seeing mine.
Oh! Oh, God!
I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
A mama rabbit.
I see you, pesky rabbit.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop
Oh, no.
eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What? That's not where sharks go. Ah! Ow! 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 What? Whee!
I rolled off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Mine! Chomp chomp!
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Oh! I bet it did, kid.
Grabbed on tight. And when I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
What? Where am I? What? No. I don't like this.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
People.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh, goodness. Oh, oh, oh. Okay.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
What do you mean? Are you good? Okay. Oh, by the way, chat. Trigger warning for practically everything that there is trigger warning for. No. I wanna go this way.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
What did you have to have?
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Okay. Got a bad feeling about this. Definitely a bad feeling. Definitely a bad
Closer and
feeling.
Closer.
Yeah, bad feeling.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
What? Okay. Got it.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Before my mom
The
sealed
original
doors.
cat girl.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Alright, I gotta go back through here, don't I? Excuse me, where do I go?
Being inside for the first time,
Oh.
I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Yeah.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
do I go now? Oh, okay.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Oh. Okay. That's
I spent
depressing.
a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
Norwegian, eh?
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
That's fair. What's this over here? Oh, you have all of this. Edith.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
What? Bo just bought his
40-foot
house?
waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Dang right. Joining the great majority. Odin Finch joining the great majority. The Mysteries of Death and Thereafter by Odin Finch. On Memory. The Illusion of Life. Mr. Martian. Vakapor. Howdy, boys. It's definitely intricate. Birds. You guys liked birds?
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Is that Fog? Hey, Foggo.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Really? You just got duplicate padlocks?
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look.
Okay.
It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Whoa. Calvin Finch.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Oh, not more crawling. Couple turns land into a native heaven. Get out of here. It's roped off.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
To command center. Explore the universe. Space.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Yeah.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, this scene! I've seen this scene.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
What?
I told him going around was impossible.
I don't think that's gonna stop him.
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Yeah.
I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Tenacity. Whoa. Don't let go,
Today
kid.
He made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Wow.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Fort Sam. Is that bottles of wine on Bo's bed? What's this? Can't read it. Marine Corps. 1961.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Yeah. Oh. 1 second. What's this? Whoa. Okay.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Not yet.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Jack here with another ghastly tale, inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Uh-oh.
So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box.
Oh.
The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
Oh.
So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Rick?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Uh-oh. That's
The gang's
not
leader
at
is
all
the infamous
creepy.
Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
What? Oh, jeez. Yup. definitely... Oh, okay.
Still.
Oh dear! Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, we're dead, Walter.
I think everybody's gonna die anyways. Oh, okay.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished. But
Walter?
his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh no.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
The passageway.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Okay. What's gonna happen? I swift. He's gone. Up and he's gone. Okay, this is great.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Hello? Oh.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Okay.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but she had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Well, guys, it is 40 minutes into stream. I'm going to end it there. Come back for I'll be streaming part 2 sometime soon. Good. Bye, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed this game. I know I wasn't as loud, but the story is what matters.